Welcome to my channel, and today's video, this is my first week because I'm documenting my journey online here to $2 million in Pro funding, because I haven't tested my strategy, my risk management, and the psychology aspects. So I feel like I I can do something about it. I can really grow money in this market. So I started this week. I bought a $10,000 Stellar Light challenge from Funded Nest, which I made a video about that last week. And I had a plan because a Stellar Light challenge, the overall drawdown is 8%. So for a $10,000 account, the overall drawdown is $800, guys, $800. So you know what? I had a plan in place that I'm going to be risking $100 per trade, which simply means I'm going to be risking 1%, which means I need to take 8 trades to blow the account. If I have 8 losing streaks, 8 losses in a row, then that means the account is gone. Nothing more, nothing less. I go for another account, which I know that based on statistics and my backtesting, forward testing so far, I hardly encounter such a thing because I'm a swing trader and I don't trade much. I can see like maximum of 3 trades at most in a week. That is exactly how I trade. I don't scalp. Most of my trades run minimum of at least, only the fast trades can hit tip in less than 4 hours. Most of my trades, I usually swing it to the next day. So the way I trade is a very conservative way. I said I'm going to be risking $100 per trade. But you know one thing about this trading, it's going to reveal your real character to you. We human beings, the fear of losing money, I don't know if I would say that's just the beginning of your failure. The fear, if the fear of losing money is greater than the excitement of making money, then that is when you've started failing. I swear. The fear of losing is far greater than the excitement of winning. That's when you've started failing. I experienced it this week. I saw my first setup, which I'll be displaying here on the screen, on USD card. I dropped that setup on my Telegram channel. This setup is to go for 1:6. And based on my plan I had in place, I'm supposed to risk $100, which is 1% of the account. That was my target, and to target $600 profits. But guess what? I ended up risking only $66. Why? Fear. Nothing else. Fear. I was like, this is my first trade. I need to be very conservative. Even my initial plan was to even reach 0.5%, which is $50. But I just say, let me increase it small. That fear. I'm not like God. What I used to do? Why are you still doing this? You of all people doing the same mistake. I just feel like slapping myself, honestly. I just feel like smacking myself. But do you know what? That trade moved to 1:5. I saw $300 floating profits. And based on the plan I had in place, I said, even if I have a risk to reward of 1:10, as long as that trade has hit 1:3, any sign of reversal, collect your profit and go. That is the plan I had in place. 1% per trade. If the trade runs in profits and the profit is up to 1:3, if you see any single sign of reversal, close the trade with 1:3 and get out. But you know what? I failed to follow all my plans. That's $66 I risked. I saw a floating profit of more than $300. But you know what? I did not close the trade. I was waiting for it to hit my 1:6. Waiting for it to hit my 1:6. But guess what? I just locked up. I locked up like $115 profits. The trade reversed and hit my stop loss. So I ended up making only $115 from that trade. And that was my first trade on my Profem account. Okay, I saw this second trade. It's on the screen. This particular one here, this second trade on gold. I did not post it in my Telegram group, but I had another group also. I posted that setup there. Now look at what I'm seeing on gold. But I don't know, one kind of fear, that fear of losing, my first trade did not hit CP, I not lock enough profits. I did not take that trade. And guess what? The trade moved, and my goal was to take profit as 1:2. It hit that 1:2. I did not take that trade. Do you know how much I've lost? Then I took this same third trade on USD card. This time around, I said, let me follow my plan. Let me risk 1% per trade. Guess what? I took the 1% risk, and this one now hits stop loss. Right now, after having 3 good setups in a week 2 were highly profitable, and only one hit SL. My 2 profitable trades would have given me nothing less than $500, and my one losing trade, I would have lost $100, which would put me up $400 this week. But guess what? I ended up this week in a very small drawdown. Yes, I ended up this week in a very small drawdown. That's just the reality of trading. After having good winning streaks, after having good trading setups, but at the end of the day, you may not still be profitable. That is one big psychological problem in this game. Not that you don't know what you are doing, not that you don't know how to analyze the charts, not that your trading setups are not playing out well, but simply because you lack that psychological and emotional discipline to manage that trade well. That's just the thing holding us back in this field. So even the trade I took that hit my stop loss, I risked $100 on that trade. But guess what? It was a news trade. A news came up and the news smashed my SL. I was expecting USD cards to buy, but guess what? It sold and hit my stop loss. And it was the news that triggered that stop loss. And you know one thing about news, there's always what's called slippage in Forex. Instead of you to lose what you risked, you will lose a bit above what you risked. And that was why at the end of this week, I'm still in a little drawdown. I ended up losing more than what I risked on the trade. That was my 3 setups this week. And for funded nest, they have a minimum trading days of 5. So I had to take a trade on, my first trade was on Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I had to just open and close trades just to complete that minimum trading days, because there's how my strategy works. Maybe my next trade next week, only one single trade can just go give me 1:8 and I'll pass that account. So I'm not like, let me just open and close trades so that to cover that minimum trading days. So that was why, look at the trades I took this week. These are the 4 trades I took this week. 2 are my setups. The remaining 2, I just took them just to complete the minimum trading days. I have 4 trading days right now. So it's remaining just 1 day, which I might say a very good setup that can give me up to 1:8. Take it, and I'm done with phase 1. So that's why I did what I did. Understand? And from now henceforth, come rain, come sun, I'm risking 1%. Nothing more, nothing less than 1%. I'll follow that plan. I'll follow it strictly. Because you see this journey to $2 million. It's just a matter of time. If it's that destination, I will definitely get there, because I have the skill, the discipline, the psychology, the risk management. Everything is in place. Understand? And we'll definitely achieve it. So let me just give you a breakdown of how I came up about the trades I took this week. For now, I'm using my phone to analyze the charts. But by this time next week, I'll get a laptop, and by then, you guys will enjoy seeing a very big view of everything. But for now, let me just show you my little phone and how I came up about the setups I took. Thank you. So guys, here's my trade. Here's the trade I took. My first trade is a swing trade, and I'm still holding the trade. And as you can see right here, this was my entry. Yes, the price is still moving right here. So as you can see, I have about $295 running profits, and if this trade should hit my TP, I have about $403 of profits if it should hit my TP. So I'm still holding the trade, but right now I think I need to lock up some profits. I'll place my stop loss somewhere here around 1.932. Yes, 1.932. So let me go and modify the order now. So stop loss at 1.932. Wait, at 1 point, let me place my SL at 1.3 1.37, in short 1.37 1.37 modified. As you can see, I just locked up my profits. So